Welcome to the Amazing Devotions channel and welcome back to regular visitors. Please stay and be blessed by these daily devotions for men. A Legacy, the first in a classical series of men's devotionals, depicts characters of men from the Bible who represent men of today. Some succeeded while others failed. There are those who were strong yet some were weak. There is the spiritual and carnal. Kings, rulers, princes, and patriarchs, all of whom men can identify with. They all left a legacy, whether it was positive or negative. What is your legacy? Today's devotion, based on Genesis chapter 39, is the first of many lessons from the life of Joseph. Though Joseph was favored by God and led a spiritual life, there were many lessons he needed to learn to prepare him for the plans God had for him. After surviving death threats, kidnapping, and slavery, Joseph had matured into a reliable adult with responsibilities for a royal household. Just as his life seemed to finally be on an upward trend, he was wrongfully accused of a crime he did not commit, and was wrongfully convicted. Unaware of what the future held for him, Joseph maintained his faith in God. Joseph did not imagine he would spend the best years of his youth in prison for something he did not do. He did not allow this setback to affect his attitude, but continued to conduct himself with godliness. Men of Joseph's age, approximately 20 years old, are devastated when they go through similar situations. They allow this to affect them mentally, and their young lives are destroyed because they dwell on the injustices done to them. They allow the thoughts of having a criminal record for something they did not do, and wasted years spent behind bars, to daunt them. Fortunately, Joseph did not spend time feeling sorry for himself, planning revenge or hating those that caused his incarceration, but made the most of the situation to his benefit. He could have allowed hopelessness to corrode his mind, become angry at the world, internalize his feelings, and become a potential time bomb. God's plans could not have been fulfilled through Joseph if he had maintained a negative attitude. It is natural for anyone who is accused of something they did not do, and were incarcerated for it, to be angry. Joseph had every reason to be angry because his youthful life seemed to be a disaster, which appeared to worsen day by day. His young life took a downward spiral and he could not understand why. However, from each experience, he learned how to be content and strive to rise above it. This attitude qualified him to be fitted for God's plans. You might be in the same situation as Joseph and are finding difficulty coping with it. Until you treat your situation in a positive way, you will not be able to recover. Blaming others or allowing it to depress you will not help. You can learn from your experience and you will discover that God has a plan for you. His plan might not be the same as Joseph's, but if you take a positive outlook at your misfortune, you will, like him, rise above your shattered life. If you are not positive, you will not be able to fulfill the plans God has for you. Hear, O Lord, and have mercy upon me. Lord, be thou my helper. Thou hast turned for me my mourning into dancing. Thou hast put off my sackcloth, and girded me with gladness, to the end that my glory may sing praise to thee, and not be silent. O Lord my God, I will give thanks unto thee forever. Psalm 30 verses 10 to 12. Thank you for tuning into the Amazing Devotions channel. Tomorrow's devotion continues with lessons from the life of Joseph, based on Genesis chapter 40. Tell your family and friends about these amazing devotions about amazing men. Please remember to give a thumbs up and subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated.